Welcome back, Nick. This Comic Corner Classic / Non-Classic. This is episode 1224 and Doubleshot number 1118. You're probably thinking, oh wait, I thought you said the next video was going to be Aztec War. Well, I needed to use the bathroom, so I wrote the books to be in the bathroom, so not going to get any more business than that. Okay, I have two Marvel trades here. Well, actually, one Marvel trade, one DC trade. This one is a book I have been trying to track down for some time. And it's the second to last trade to review for this writer's run of this book. And this is Uncanny X-Force, the Dark Angel Saga, book 1 of 2. This is technically the third trade that collects issues from this series. This collects issues 8 to 13. Yes. The Dark Angel Saga itself doesn't start to issue 11. Yep, and this book contains the first 3 parts of the story. Yet the story is only 8 parts, and yet they decided to split this up into 2 books. No idea why, just that it did. The first 3 issues are nothing but standalone issues. Like, one of them basically is somehow Magneto finds out about the existence of X-Force, so in order to keep his mouth shut, hey Wolverine, can you do me a favor? There's this Nazi who I hate. Could you go kill him, please? And Wolverine's like, fine. So he goes to the guy's house, and he kills him. Fun fact about this Nazi, he actually comes back in Colin Bunn's Magneto book. Yes, for some reason, Colin Bunn decided to retcon it, that apparently that this Nazi was some kind of mutant. Some kind of gooey creature. He popped up toward the end, popped about halfway through the book when Magneto was basically living once again in Genosha. I highly recommend checking out Colin Bunn's run for Magneto. Is fantastic. Such a great book. Saga got canceled after, I think it was like 20 issues. It didn't last very long. Yep. Another issue is, now these issues simply put are just lead up into the events of the Dark Angel Saga. Though the thing is, basically, a lot of these issues are basically just like, okay, let's just have one issue focus on Psylocke, with having a guest appearance by frickin' Deathlock. Now, in case you're curious though, is this Luther Manning? By look at him? Yes, it is. But he's not the one who appeared in the 70s. This is the recommended version. This version, surprisingly, this is something quite interesting though. After the saga wrapped up, he appeared briefly as a recurring character in the pages of Wolverine the X-Men. Because after that, the guy didn't do very much after that. But he was an integral part of this team briefly before I got a chance to our book. Yep. Mostly put it just basically Psylocke dealing some issues with Warren for one issue. And another issue is just, well, also dealing with the Shadow King. Yep. Also deal with the frickin' Shadow King. Yeah, he pops up in here as well. He only popped up for like one issue. Dark Angel stuff is really interesting because Warren's going frickin' nuts because of the Archangel stuff. So they go to, of all people, the Dark Beast. I kind of look up, now he was apparently being released from custody. And I'm thinking, okay, what the heck? Oh, wait. He popped up in the second arc for X-Men Volume 3 back in 2010. This was his next appearance. And he is temporarily released from custody because apparently in the 616 universe, it's revealed the only way. Now here's the thing. Warren is slowly becoming Apocalypse, and the only way to get rid of that is to use a life seed. Yes, apparently Recommender basically kind of retconned that apparently Apocalypse is connected to the Celestials. Somehow, despite the fact that it was revealed in the guy's backstory that it was Remontat, aka King the Conqueror, who turned Apocalypse into what he is. And yet apparently the Celestials are basically involved with it. Yes, he would insist upon this, even in Uncanny Avengers, believe it or not, that Apocalypse had something to do with the frickin' Celestials. Yes, the Celestials, a group of giant aliens who are the size of the Empire State Building. These things are frickin' huge. They look like giant robots. Fun fact, the Avengers headquarters is in the body of a dead Celestial. Yeah. So, then you get something called the Life Seed. They're grown once every few thousand years. And, according to Dark Beast, there's none available. But he's like, but wait. Do we have a dead Celestial back in my world? Let's go to Age Apocalypse. Which apparently, when they go, this is like 10 years after the Age of Apocalypse miniseries that came out in 2006, which that miniseries picked up where the crossover from the 90s left off. That was meant to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the crossover. Yeah, and this is like right after that. So they go to Age of Apocalypse, and it's like they go into Ruined City. It's presumed this is New York, but they don't really say. It's just a ruined city. And they go to Beast Lab, which apparently is behind some nightclub or whatever. Actually, the nightclub was a soup kitchen. So they open it up like, oh, hi, Dimitri. This possibly could be the Age of Apocalypse version of the Chameleon. Don't really know why. And then they go, and the first thing you see is a painting with the Age of Apocalypse, with Age of Apocalypse himself, and Cyclops and Havoc, which I thought that was so freaking cool. I love the fact that the artist drew that, because if you're familiar with basically like the crossover Age of Apocalypse, you would pretty much like, okay, here's the 2-page spread of the city they're in. It's presumed this might be New York City, and there's sentinels around. Yes. Because apparently Mr. Sinister's no longer around. So, okay. Here's the painting I talked about. Yeah, I thought this was so cool that the artist of this issue was done by, what's the artist issue? Because I should point out, though, that Billy Tan does the first 3 issues in this book. This is done by Mark Brooks. Yes, Mark Brooks is his artwork. I got hands, and this guy does a fantastic job of recreating Age of Apocalypse versions of Cyclops and Havoc, who were in fact servants of Apocalypse. They immediately appeared in the Factor X miniseries. Now, Dark Beast in the first period, they appeared in X-Men Alpha, which started off the X-Men Apocalypse crossover. So, they had a life seat, and then they're confronted by the Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler. Yeah, this is his first appearance since that 2006 miniseries. This came out, I believe, in 2010. It's been like a few years. Even though a universe has been 10 years. And he's not the only one who's there. Oh no. They also get confronted by frickin' Sabretooth. This is the Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth, who also appeared in Exiles. And Betsy Braddock remembers him like, hey, knock it off. This is a guy from... Now, they don't mention here, but yeah. Oh, hi, Bardock. Yeah, she does smell like, oh, hi, Bardock, yes. Yeah, they don't point it out here, but it's pointed out by probably readers that she remembers him from her time in the Exiles. And then they're met up with Sunfire. Oh, fun fact. The 616 Sunfire did briefly turn into this, believe it or not, in the Blood of Apocalypse storyline, which came out, I think it was either just before or after the Age of Apocalypse miniseries that he adapted this very look. And of course, the Life Seed was destroyed. They were stranded, and of course, Dark Beast goes back to 616. And then, of course, they go back to they take the X-Force back to the X-Men base, which is in frickin' Atlantis. Yes, apparently Sentinels are going more wild, and there's basically a lot of culling going on. So, great place to be. And then they meet up with the Age of Apocalypse versions of Magneto and Jean Grey. Now, in case you're curious still about Magneto, of what the heck he's doing in a wheelchair, yeah, that was something that happened in Age of Apocalypse miniseries. I think Logan did to him. Oh yeah, in case you're curious though, do the Age of Apocalypse Jean Grey and Wolverine make out? You really want to answer that question? Why, yes, they do. And they regret doing it. My guess is Mark Brooks really wanted these two to make out, and they did. Because, of course, Wolverine made out with Jean Grey several times from the period of like the mid, like during the like he did like, well, I think it was like once during Chris Claremont's run. I think it was during the fall. I think it was not fall moons. It was basically another storyline. He did once in the 80s, once in the 90s, and he also did once in the 2000s. After that, I don't think he ever did it again, but it's nice the fact he did it. And nothing came of it. Yep. Oh yeah, we also see brief cameos by Wild Child, Gambit, and frickin' Rogue. By the way, Rogue does absolutely nothing in this storyline. She just stands around and does nothing. Yes, the Age of Apocalypse Rogue, which, By the way, this outfit Rogue is wearing, yeah, believe it or not, her 616 combat wears the same exact outfit. Why the heck they put in this outfit for? I have no idea. If you're curious still about the relationship of what Rogue is up to in this universe, she's married to Magneto, and they have a kid together. Oh, and yeah, they had a kid together. You were thinking, who's the block ice? Who's the block of ice? That is H. Pocket's version of Iceman. And who's this lovely lady right here? That is the daughter of Wolverine and Mariko, aka the half sister of the Silver Samurai. Yep. And in this universe, they did have a kid together. And she's apparently, from what I've read, she's supposed to be the Age of Pockets version of Laura McKinley, aka X-23. She does have claws, but this is by far... Now, here's the thing. In the last time she was shown in the Age of Pockets miniseries, I think she was drawn by Chris Bachalo. Here it's Mark Brooks. She looks great under Mark Brooks' artwork. Yeah, really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about these issues is that... Oh, yeah, and also we also have the Age of Pockets version of MODOK, who is a dysfunctional clone of Charles Xavier. Yes, MODOK, a character who has no association with the X-Men, and yet we have an Age of Pockets version of MODOK. Yep. I love the scene Rick Remender did, basically having Loki interact with a daughter he never had. It's great character work for Wolverine. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, also we have this thing where Rick Remender sets up a potential romance between Psylocke and Phantom X, which this does go someplace, and this continues even in the next volume of the series. Though the thing is, this relationship was barely mentioned after Uncanny X-Force ends its run in 2014, when it gets relaunched and having Sam Humphries read the book. Yep, they make out. Yes, Psylocke and Phantom X make out. And then, of course, then we have the X-Men go to the body of the Celestial. They all go there. And by the way, Jean Grey in this universe is the host of Phoenix Force, so she's a little more control of it than the regular universe. Excuse me. So they open up and they confront the Black Legion, which is simply put a zombie sentry, White Cloak, Iron Ghost. Basically, what if Iron Man was possessed by Xanatos? Blob, who's not much different than the Six-Month counterpart, aside from the fact that he, has got body piercings, has two wrist gauntlets, one with spikes on it, and he's a little bit of hair in his head. We also have Demon Ock, aka basically a demonic version of Dr. Octopus, Beta Red, which is a female version of Omega Red. Well, Fitman, who actually is a character in the regular universe, Orange Hulk. Yeah, here is the Black Legion. Oh, and fun fact, the Age of Apocalypse Blob does appear after this in the last story arc of this run. Yep. And then we have it where the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine's daughter, Karina, is killed by Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. Though he's not called Wolverine in this reality. Nope, he never took up that code name. You're very curious though, what was his code name in this reality? Weapon X. Yep, Wolverine was given to a different character. Now he refers himself as Weapon Omega. Yep. That's but what he did. He killed his own daughter just cuz. Yep, so in the next issue they actually have a fight with him. Yep. So they have a brawl over the fact, and of course Wolverine is obsessed with his own wife. He really wants her so badly. Fight with the Black Legion. Nightcrawler gets sliced by Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. And it looks like though that the audience basically in this universe is apparently Storm. Yeah, apparently Storm got turned into the stone figure for some reason. I'm not sure why, but she did. And then, of course, the X-Force goes back to the reality while the X-Men Age of Apocalypse handle Weapon Omega. And then they're confronted by Clan Akana, which leads into the next volume of the series, a.k.a. this volume, which of course is really good. I kind of wish I did a review of this book first and this one, but this one wasn't available, so I got the second book. This book is fantastic. Love it. Give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Damn good book. Though I should point out, after the conclusion of the storyline, Archangel is removed from the roster. He's moved with the Wolverine X-Men, where he stays the entire series. Well, I think he leaves with issue the final issue of Jason Aaron's run. Apparently, it's the first graduate of the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning. But what about happened to the rest of the members who were part of this roster? Well, they were there even for the next story, with the exception of Deathlock, who he got moved over to Wolverine the X-Men for some reason. Yeah, I'm not really sure why he got moved there for, but he did. Yep. But all in all, Dark Angel Saga basically was something the recommender were building since the start of the series. Yeah, this saga took 18 issues to tell. Though Otherworld is simply put just the next chapter of it, and dealing with a plot thread from the start of the series, well, from issue 4, and then Final Sanction happened, which is like, okay, let's just basically just wrap up all loose ends for the series, mostly anyways. Though there was a plot thread at the end of this. There's a character who is basically the Horseman Pestilence, who slept with Angel, and she got pregnant with twins. Yep, she got pregnant. This was followed up in the pages of Uncanny Avengers in the Apocalypse Twin story, which dragged on from issue, well, I think it was issue 7, then wrap up to issue 22. Yeah, dragged on for that long. Yeah, deal with alternate history stuff. That's recommended for you. Yeah, but in the case of, well, what happened now, Clint Akana basically was interesting though. Now, in the case of Dark Beast himself, wrapped the saga wrapped up, what did he do? Well, he didn't do very much after this. If you wonder what he's currently doing right now, he's dead. Yeah, he got killed off toward the end of end of Uncanny X-Men Volume 5. Yeah, Matthew Rosenberg killed him off. I'll discuss more about that when I discuss the second volume of Uncanny X-Men Cyclops Wolverine Volume 2. But yeah, that's what happened with him. Of course, this particular story led into, well, the Age of Apocalypse ongoing series. Excuse me, which that was really good. Yeah, damn good series. They got canceled after 14 issues. Yeah, then they wrapped up the main story of the series by issue 12. Yes, presumably this series got canceled. This is my theory. Got canceled due to low sales. Yeah, low frickin' sales. Though they were able to wrap up most of the plot threads with the Extermination crossover, which was damn good. That was my opinion anyways. I love that. That was really good. Alright. Moving on to a different book from DC Comics. We have the first of 4 trades to collect Harley Quinn Volume 1. This is Prelude and Knock Knock Jokes. This is collecting the first 7 issues of Harley Quinn Volume 1. Yeah, I purchased today from Ollie's. This book I purchased this book here, I purchased from a new comics that opened up in Dade City just yesterday. Yeah, just opened yesterday, had its grand opening. This book contains the first 7 issues of the series. 7 of 38 issues. Yeah, not a very long run. This, of course, is by Carl Ketzler, artwork by Terry and Rachel Dotson. This is basically a series of one-shot stories. Harley Quinn just running around, basically interacting with various Batman villains. In the first issue, she breaks up with the Joker, finally. Though Poison Ivy's here a few times over the course of issues, she also runs into the Riddler, Two-Face, and Catwoman. Though Catwoman at this period of time, yeah, this is from 2000. This is before the end of her second volume of an ongoing series. If you're curious though, what costume was Catwoman wearing? Was she wearing the costume that Ed Brubaker gave her? Well, actually, it was Darwin Cook gave her this costume. No, it's the Jim Ballard costume. The purple costume. The purple skin-tight costume. They got rid of the back thing where they stick out her hair. Yep, there's a one-off issue basically where it teams up with her. Where she teams with her, yeah. Nothing really wrong with these issues per se. I just find these issues to be pure fun. Yeah, she also runs into the female Furies, which she also did that in the most recent flying for the series. Though it's a different universe. But this overall, just pure fun. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, not much else to talk about this one. Just damn good. Yep. So yeah, that's it for Single View. I'm hoping tonight I get a chance to Aztec War, basically, in the next episode. If not, probably be tomorrow. Probably. Yeah. But it all depends, okay? Produce next video. Bye.